are many reasons why you were supposed to fail. But there is one reason why you won't fail. I think I'll say that again. There are many reasons why you were supposed to fail, but there's only one reason why you won't fail. And you know what that reason is? The reason is you. When you realize you become anti-failure. When you connect to who you are as a person, it is impossible for you to fail. Now, there are many reasons why you can fail. Your mama them, your daddy them, how you were raised, your culture, your perspective, your worldview, your spirituality. But if you can connect with you, you're not gonna fail. Now, you're gonna be challenged, you're gonna fall, you're gonna attempt to do something, it's not gonna work, but you will never fail. And in case of the quote, or this idea of you are not a failure more than you have been planted in the wrong ground, that's the reason. If you have failed, more than likely you failed because those around you, Lord have mercy, your pastor failed you, your teacher failed you, your church failed you, your community failed you. You were planted in the wrong ground. But when you realize yourself, you will unroot yourself and put yourself in a space that is conducive for your kind of growth. I'm telling you, I'll tell anybody, before you find God, you need to find you. Before you find God, you need to find you. If you found God before you found you, you ain't found you. You found an idol. And it ain't, your ideal of you is idolatry, and your ideal of this alleged God you found is idol too. Why am I so passionate about why am I so passionate about this? Oh, listen. I was fighting wars when I could have just left the battleground. I could have left the battleground. I could have moved on faster. I could have disconnected myself. But what I did, I stayed planted in the wrong field too long. And it caused me damage. It caused me harm to where I started questioning myself. Maybe I am a failure. Maybe I am not good enough. Until one day, and unfortunately for me, and I don't want this to happen to you all, it took God, an act of Congress, and everything else for me to finally get up out the field and plant myself in the right field, if you will. And when I did that, I started seeing this growth. I started feeling this confidence. Things started flowing better for me. And that's when I realized it was the soul the whole time. It was never me. It was my identity crisis. Lord have mercy. It was never that my gifts were not good enough. It was how I saw me and my gifts. And so that's why I'm so passionate about challenging people or spreading this awareness. It is okay to root yourself up and plant yourself where you belong. And if you're asking, well, I don't know where I belong, here's where you start. Start with your wants. Lord have mercy. Start with your wants. Look around you. Do I want this? Because that's what happened with me. The more and more I grew and the more I evolved, I realized I don't want this. I don't want this. It's cute. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't want it. It's the equivalency of you bringing me carrot cake when I want chocolate cake. I like carrot cake. Get me some good almond milk. It's a beautiful thing, especially when the real carrots is in there. I love that. But that's not what I asked for. Well, we don't serve chocolate cake over here. Well, then I'm leaving. I got a question. How can you serve if you have not been served? And what I realized was I was not being served. And the second thing to this is you have to be okay with trial and error. You have to be okay with trying one field and trying the next field, because that's what I did. And then sometimes you go back to that field, you try it again, and you go until you find the thing that works for you. And so because it took me so long to understand this, I'm very passionate about alarming people, sounding the alarm. Are you planted in the right